And we're back for the second half here in Ballingarry. A switch in the Monagea team. John Hock has gone to the centre of the field. John Flavin has gone to the half-forward line position, along with John Murphy and John McGrath. As referee Davy O'Keefe checking his watch. And Shane Kelly has discarded the helmet. Game's on first breakaway of Monagea. Monagea down to Morris Flavin. Morris Flavin whipping it off Morris sticking in line ball for Newcastlewest. How O'Connor to cut the line ball. Normally a great man to cut a ball. Cutting this one high, drop in front of us. Up to there to Willie Hurley down into the corner and drive it into the corner to Tony O'Connor. Tony O'Connor into trying to find Peter Curtin battling for it. Peter Curtin is fouled, and is a foul. Team to foul to the opponents, and it's free for Monagea. Monagea looking for the early score to come back. William Kane to take it. William will drive this normally right through the centre of the field, trying to play John Flavin. John Flavin battling for it. Gone off John Flavin there, going down towards Eddie Hogan. Eddie Hogan battling for it there, along with Neil Sheehy. Neil Sheehy get it. Neil Sheehy making an angle for himself. Neil Sheehy drive it very, very high up near us and seems to be going over the line. And they've gone over the line.
Look at dancing! Come on!
Time ball from Monagea. Mike Doody cuts it very well down towards John Murphy. Batted down then by out towards John Flavin. John Flavin making an angle for himself. Will he send it over the bar? Shot the block down there. And by Liam Murphy. Liam Murphy in the thick of the action along with John Flavin. Thick still very near the sideline. It's a free there.
Come on,
Foul on John Flavin, a cute angle from John Hock. The score will give him inspired confidence, would be great for failing to lift it fairly well, but then drive it in and drive it over the inline and drive it over the bar. Great point by John Hock. His granduncle Bill Hock, synonymous with Monagea. 7 points to 6. Ali Mackay retrieves the ball from behind the goal mouth. A great inspirational point by John Hock. At the ball, John trying to the centre. William Keane trying to bat it down. Batting down he does, and down to does the young John McGrath, and typical taking on John O'Connor. Up there, this is Vintage calling for Monagea. John Hock making an angle for himself. Hock high and Hock good, and Hock over the bar. The best score of the game. Augustana Forna, their co-score. And the game is level, 7 points each, and 27 minutes left in the game. As the ball driven out, Mike Doty waiting for the breaking ball. The ball coming down, back down to John Murphy. Monagea improving off lots in the interval, but then get it there and get it up is Lee Murphy. Lee Murphy is fouled, and it's free for Newcastlewest. John Danaher to take the free, just a metre to the left of his half of the field. Will the legendary Danaher lob this one in around the goal mouth? Waiting for the goal mouth there is Caroline Henry, but it's a mighty point by Danaher. High, going, gone, and going over the bar. Newcastlewest back into the lead. Just some emergency about John McGrath coming down to there's Willie Hurley there getting the ball, and is into foul there, and John Flavin is free for Newcastlewest. Or free for Monagea. Another chance for John Hock. The last one was from an awkward angle. He pointed. All these frees are pressure frees, but he respond to the pressure. Hawk bending, lifting, striking, responding and splintering and style and send it over the bar.
Come on, Johnny. Come on, Dara.
8 points each. 4 minutes and 34 seconds gone in the second half. Limerick has kept a clean sheet so far in this game and goals. Drive 8 high into the left side of the field. Battling for there is Morris Hurley in thick of the action along with Liam Murphy, but coming down there towards Eddie, and Eddie pulling it along with Caroline pulling it across again. Caroline out to Tony O'Connor. Tony O'Connor making an angle for himself, but then tearing off the last minute, gone out over the inline and gone wide. John McGrath looking out towards the side of the field, drive it to the far off side of the field, trying to play young John McGrath battling down to Mike Doody, great work by stick work by Doody down to the corner, trying to find Eddie Hogan battling for it, Eddie Hogan trying to get it, difficulty and get it up, and then the Newcastle defence resolute and coming out in his Power O'Connor clearing not that far, then Danaher get it, then to hefty challenge, and then hefty challenge and Danaher again, and Danaher get it then, and Monagea all his surveys drive down to the side of the field, trying to battle down Zara Heaven, but kicked at the skit, then gone out over the side, and both sides appealing for it. Willie Hurley to take it. 6 minutes gone in the second half. Derry McMahon waiting the far off side of the square into deep position. We see Derry McMahon goal as Willie Hurley cut it low, then trying to get up. Then it's Tony O'Connor evading 2 men and great stick work by Tony O'Connor. Will he finish it off with a flourish? Yes, high and good. The answer is yes.
Come on, Jack.
9 points to 8. 7 minutes gone the second half. John McGrath drop it up here in front of us. John Clavin going for it along with Power O'Connor, and then coming out and get it, and great work there by Liam Murphy. Liam Murphy gone past 3 players. Then he's a footballer as well as a hurler, trying to ride down, find Caroline going for it again. Caroline just a good money move down to the corner, then between Jerry McMahon and Liam Hurley battling for Jerry McMahon, trying to get up, failing the first time, get hit the second time, and his goal was past the third time, then trying to be dispossessed by Mark Kelly and Liam Hurley trying to get out. Liam Hurley difficulty in getting it out, flick it out, then the pass going into this Mike Doody drive forward, better hurling. John Danaher waiting for it. John Danaher created one. The duck starts the streets is incredible. He's right forward again. Shane Kelly, an overhead flick by Shane Kelly. Then William Keane battling for it then, and trying to get up his Tony O'Connor and battling for it in the centre. His Morris Hurley, and then William Keane, they're battling for the girl, and then John Cusson trying to get up, and the clever Cusson getting up, dead deep pace off the mark, and then making an angle for himself. Clever by Cusson, then to John Flavin here in front of us, and then Flavin on the typical Flavin run. This is beautiful stuff by Flavin. He will try a long distance point. Ball dropping perilously. Is there a goal on here? Flicked around the edge of the square, trying to get it over the inline and gone wide. Monagea claiming for a 65. Beautiful work off the mark by John Flavin, and then engineering, trying to set up a goal as the forwards. They're battling for his life. Was Eddie Hogan there? Eddie thought it was deflected off Newcastle stick for a 65, but the umpire right in the spot was gotten over the inline and wide. 8 minutes gone the second half. 1 point between the teams. Limerick to puck it out. Limerick drive it up towards the side of the field. Going for it is Liam Murphy. Liam Murphy battling for it in the air and pulled on there and battling in the air again is Morris Hurley, but this is a great hurling. Liam Murphy trying to battle for it then. Liam Murphy get it up then. Murphy eluding the tackle. John Hawkins then drive turning defence into attack into the trying to find Caroline or the Peter Cutting then taking on the defence then, and then hooked the last minute by John Cusson playing beautiful stuff in the second half for Monagea, and Cusson the architect trying down, and Dan Hurry in the situation again, trying to get it, and then into Pat Hurley, he drive it out towards John Murphy and pulled on then by Mike Monagea out to Dan O'Connor. Dan drop it the first time, drive it the second time. John Hawk got around the third time. Hawk trying half shot, half locked down. Eddie Hogan the edge of the square. There's danger around here. Is there a goal coming in? And then trying to get up there is the full foul there is Morris Flavin. Morris Flavin appeared to be fouled, wasn't to the referee, and coming in is is Mike Lane right up to the offside, trying to find Caroline. The ball glued to his stick then. The first time John Hockey down to young John McGrath. We'll see typical John McGrath on. McGrath across the centre, John Murphy. Chance for Murphy to get the point. Then hooked the last minute by Liam Murphy and get it up then again. It's Power O'Connor. That's great hurling here at the moment. Coming out to the offside of the field. Derry McMahon going for it. William Keane going for it. William McMahon flicking it down again. Liam Hadley coming out then. Liam Hadley going to typical check by Shane Kelly. Then Shane Kelly and Liam Hadley battling for it. Then Shane Kelly trying to get ahead, and then Morris Hurley trying to get ahead and coming across to John Custon making angle for himself, running in then to Willie Hurley, and then Custon, beautiful stick work. I said he was playing with Panational style last few minutes, and then he drives it forward again, tries to find John Murphy, and then the legendary Jock Danaher, the man, the centre back, the man they can't beat, and Danaher gets it then again, but his shot in the great one, chance for John Flavin to get a point. This will test Flavin's accuracy, high and good, and Flavin responds with a splendid point. The teams are level again. The crowd on their feet enjoying every moment of the 73rd West Limerick final. Ollie Mackay for offside of the field. Away for his Mike Doody battling for it with Willie Hurling, trying to get there. It's Caroline getting into Lee Brown pulling, and then coming there is Tony O'Connor cleverly out in for offside the field, trying to find Willie Hurley making angles himself a dangerous ball within the edge of the square to try to find Peter Cotton, great chance of a goal. He kicking it to the net, over the in-line and wide. First real goal scoring chance in the game. 9 points each, stalemate in Ballingarry. 10 minutes gone, the crowd enjoying every minute of it, and John McGrath drive it out towards John Flavin. Flavin pluck it from mid-air, and Flavin get it in, and then drive it across into the centre, trying to find Morris drive it into Eddie Hogan. Great chance for Eddie to get the opening score. We've seen Eddie Hogan goal, hooked the last minute and gone out over the in-line wide, appealing for a 65, but Jack Daly, the umpire, right in the spot, and Jack Daly said the ball wasn't deflected. 9 points each. Had to say at the stage what favouritism is not justifying itself as Monagea playing the better hurling at the moment. Newcastlewest under pressure. Dan O'Connor hurling in. John McGrath get it. McGrath making anything for himself. A typical McGrath burst gone 10, 20, 30. John Flavin calling for it. Does McGrath hear the call of this? He go forward. Goes forward into hefty challenge. Hefty challenge, and it's a free for Monagea. A chance for John Hock, a foul on John McGrath to put Monagea into the lead with just 12 minutes and 18 seconds gone. The second half, high by Hock and over the bar. Monagea supporters getting behind their team. Newcastlewest supporters getting behind their team. Newcastlewest Minters thinking of making a change. Will they make a change shortly as Ollie Mackay looks at the ball behind the goal mouth? Next few minutes vital. Ball driven out by Ollie Mackay into the centre. Mike Doody trying to bat it down, and then coming to full there by John Hockley. Murphy in the centre of the action, and so is Willie Hurley. Willie Hurley drive it forward again. Hurley then down to Peter Cotton, then getting Mark Kelly get it. Mark Kelly into a foul, and it's a free for Monagea.
Well done, Mark. Bye-bye, Mark.
John McGrath driving this one down, trying to find Pat Hurley. Young John McGrath battling for it as well. Ball breaking off. Dan O'Connor coming out towards Willie Hurley. Willie Hurley getting the breaking ball, then trying to turn defence into attack. Half hook by John McGrath. John McGrath dispossessing. Willie Hurley coming again. Then down to the centre, down to Morris Hurley. Morris Hurley with the ball, glued to his stick, gone about 20 yards with the ball. Ball on the first time, ball on the second time. Will he finish off with the equalising point? Good ball by Morris into the edge of the square. Flicked, beautiful work there across the stick by Shane Kelly. Derry McMahon and John McGrath battling for it. Derry McGrath making angle for himself. High by Daly and into over the bar by Derry McMahon, made by Shane Kelly. Instigate started off by Willie Hurley, carried on by Morris Hurley and finished in by Derry McMahon. The teams are level again. 10 points each. Shane Kelly get it. Shane Kelly going to hefty challenge from John Cousin. Shane Kelly get it in. William Keane block it down. Shane Kelly drive it forward, trying to find Peter Cotton. Peter Cotton got it down, but get it up there is Dara Heaven drive it forward into Mike Doody. Mike Doody his ball down low, but coming into Dan O'Connor. Dan O'Connor playing better last remains, and John Hawk getting in, running and making an angle for himself. Gone about 10-20. Beautiful stick work by Hart as he goes down the far off sideline over. Will he finish it off with a point of dangerous, probably not the edge of the square, in towards John Murphy going very inside. Eddie Hogg keeps in table, going out to Mike Mulcahy. Mike Mulcahy, did he pick it off the ground? It was it over the line and wide. White says the umpire to our left. A quarter of an hour left, a quarter of an hour of spectacular hurling, 10 points each, no quarter after given in this exciting West final. An abundance of skills, fine individual displays. Will Monagea hold their onslaught as Morris Flavin is out centre forward and John Murphy's in the full forward position. John McGrath high into the centre, ball's coming down, back it down there, the ball breaking ball comes to John Custon. Custon tries to get up, pulled on there by John Flavin. Morris Flavin coming out there, and Morris Flavin trying to get up to go out there to John Flavin. John Flavin battling very near the side of the outline lane ball from Newcastlewest.
Come on, pull up. Come back another bit with him. Into the sponge at half. Squeeze the center.
How can I'm taking this one down John Flavin into John Hawk. John Hawk beginning to himself across to Morris Flavin. We wish to Morris Flavin put Monagea in the lead again. Dangerous probing ball batted down to the edge of the square. Eddie Hung getting for it. Eddie Hung betting for it. They all hope that Eddie Hung will get the goal, but coming in then is Power O'Connor. Power O'Connor to take the action. Difficulty to get it up and get it up. John Danaher then coming across then is John Hawk. John Hawk trying to make an angle for himself. Making an angle for himself. Put the 3 Newcastlewest defenders and get it up there is Neil Sheehy down to John Flavin. John Flavin then trying to tackle by Shane Kelly. Shane Kelly going to get up. Also pulling there and get it is Lee Murphy. Lee Murphy is fouled and it's a free for Newcastlewest. The game delicately poised, 14 minutes left. John Danaher drive it high into the centre where the breaking ball going to. The ball is breaking down, comes instead to Peter Cotton trying to get up is Dara Heaven to take of the action. John Custon battling for it with Shane Kelly. Custon tries to get up. Magic just Custon is fouled and it's a free for Monagea. John. 13 minutes left in the game. The teams are level, 10 points each. John McGrath to take it, a good ball by McGrath. High down, go up for it. Is Morris Flavin. Will Morris get this breaking ball? No, instead of John Hawk getting, trying to get Morris Flavin, get it eventually. Morris Flavin making an angle for himself. In past 2 defenders out to Brother John. Brother John get it, making an angle for himself. Will Brother John get a point? Dangerous ball. Ali Mackay put it up to Hurling. It's kicked over the bar. $11 points to 10. Ball driven out by Ollie Mackay. Ollie Mackay into the centre. Back down there, trying to get John McGrath by Mike Doody, but coming back again to half back and Eddie Brown. Eddie Brown get it. And Eddie Brown shot his block down the far offside. Get it up the first time, difficulty the second time. Sending the dummy the third time, and Eddie with the ball glued, showing that he's in the Monagea football team as well as hurling team, and drive it very near the sideline. Back in for there is Pat Hurley on the far offside along with Mike Mulcahy. And it's a line ball for Newcastlewest. There's a free. John Danaher drive it. John Danaher driving, trying to find Morris Hurley. Morris Hurley going up for trickling there and coming down towards Mike Doody. Mike Doody trying to get up. Mike Doody get it up. And Mike Doody turning defence into attack, trying to find John Murphy. John Murphy full forward. And Mike Lane into John Flavin. John Flavin then and going getting the ball. John Flavin must in the first time. Getting a chance the second time. It's a great chance to get in the lead for Newcastle again. High 2-point lead just over the line. John wide. Dennis Newell making a switch there in the Newcastlewest team coming to the match. John Flavin is Morris Hurley. The ball coming out to the centre net. A great puck out this time. Trying to get it together there and get it. There is Willie Hurley. Willie Hurley with the ball. Willie Hurley, the ball glued to his stick. Going away from his man. Then kicking the ball forward again. But coming down really to the tee is John Cusson Should playing a great part there in the half back line position. Gone past 3 defenders. And then going to a hefty challenge. John Hock on his own 65. Would he love this ball today to the square? Will we see Eddie Hogan or John Murphy goal? Will we see John Hock point? Hock drive it high, drive it very, very well. Driving, drop it over and jump over the inline and dropping wide. 10 minutes left in the game here in Ballingarry. Could we have a draw in our hands? Just a solitary point separating the team. As I said before, the game delicately poised. Ollie Mackay drive it into the centre of the field. Mike Doody going for it. Great strength by Doody. Doody pulling it in down towards John Danaher. Monagea seem to be the fitter of the two teams at the moment. But then John Danaher is never very seldom beaten and driving down to the centre and battle down then to John Cusson, surely the man the match for Monagea. Cusson past 2 defenders. Then 3 Newcastle men around him. Get it then forward again and trying to get his John Flavin. And John Flavin with the ball. Flavin gone about 20 yards being harassed there by Morris Hurley. Flavin driving the dangerous ball coming to the square. Pat Hadley out to John Murphy. We see Murphy goal or a Murphy point. Murphy took it high and saved by Ollie Mackay. Ollie Mackay batted out very near. It appears to be 65 from this angle. 65, so the umpire now left. Excitement at fever pitch here in Ballingarry. The Kilmacud 7 aside is on this. Timmy Mulcahy comes in with water. Davy Hock comes in with water. The water in Monagea, they're lucky they have a good supply, as they're hoping history will be made. Has then a chance for John Hock, just quarter of a metre inside the 65 to take this one. Vital free. John Hock bending, lifting, striking, looking very well from this angle, but then gone over the bar. 2.8 minutes left in the game. Is there a goal in the game? Ollie Mackay. Someone said before the game, whatever team would get the goal would win the game. Driven down, then driven to Liam Murphy. Liam Murphy chopping Liam Murphy, and it's a free for Monagea or for Newcastlewest. Vital free for Liam Murphy, 62 metres out from the goal now, right. Would he put a solitary point between? Doesn't hit it that well. Ball dropping sharp. Is that a goal instead? Ball flicking out again. Flicked out by then Jerry McMahon. Jerry McMahon and Eddie Brown battling for it. Eddie Brown we need back. And Liam Hadley, will there be a throw-in ball? Well, trying to get there is Mike Doody. Mike Doody there being surrounded and harassed. As the ball breaking, had delicate Derry McMahon trying to get up. McMahon getting up, then being trying to make an angle for himself. High by McMahon and good by McMahon over the bar. One point between the teams. 7 minutes left. David Hurley on the Newcastlewest team. Ball driven out by John McGrath. John McGrath trying to play John Flavin. John Flavin battling for there. Going down to John Hock. John Hock trying to take off the shackles of Power O'Connor, very near the sideline. A clever ball forward. It's a dangerous looking ball into Pat Hadley. Pat Hadley trying to get it. Then coming on to Eddie Hogan. Eddie Hogan battling for Dan O'Connor to take of the action. Trying to get up the stalemate there in the centre of the blue. Backs and forwards trying to get in, trying to get out. Coming out it is then. And John Hock getting battling for it there along with Power O'Connor. John Hock drive it high and drive it just very, very near the line and out over the line wide. Pressure Hurling. 6 minutes left in the game. Ollie Mackay driving out, clever ball by Ollie. Then now out to Morris Hurley down, cross into Jerry McMahon, clever work by McMahon high in, McMahon looking very well from this angle, but dropping at the edge of the square and gone over the inline and gone wide.
Come on again.
6 minutes and 36 seconds left in the game as John McGrath drive it out to the centre again. Good Morris Flavin battling for it with John Danaher. Morris Flavin puck away from mid-air, dispossessed there by Danaher. Morris Flavin, a great chance by Morris Flavin, blocked again by John Danaher. It's the man that's very hard to get away from. Danaher trying to get up, difficulty in getting up the first time, get it the second time, third time, drive it forward, going off John McGrath, coming on into Dan O'Connor. Dan O'Connor there, Eddie. Oh, this is spectacular stuff. And Dan O'Connor appeared to be fouled, was fouled, so the referee is a free for Monagea out from Newcastlewest. Mike Doody, the chairman of the IC, or president of the IC, is saying that for offside of the field, alongside John Danaher. Michael Doody, involved in agriculture, John Danaher involved in agriculture, but they're both involved in hurling as John Danaher takes this one, trying to set up a Newcastlewest goal, drop at the edge of the square. David Hurley coming out for it, David Hurley trying to battle it out, and then flicked on cross by William Keane down to John Flavin. John Flavin turning defence into attack, trying to find Eddie Hogan. Is there an Eddie Hogan goal in it? Eddie Hogan batting it down, trying to find Pat Hadley battling for it, but then again John Danaher battling for it. John Danaher getting up, and Danaher makes the maximum use of the minimum of space as he drives out to Power O'Connor making an angle for himself. Power O'Connor, clever ball down to trying to find Cadlin battling going, and then Eddie Brown get it. Eddie Brown gone past 1-2, a heavy challenge then, and then Liam Murphy get it. Liam Murphy drive it forward there down to the corner, trying to find Peter Curtin making an angle for himself. Harrison behind by Mark Kelly, then Peter Curtin low ball across the edge of the square, trying to get up there as Dara Heaven, this hurling it at premium. Dara Heaven out again as suffering from cramp there as Cadlin and John McGrath. We see typical John McGrath run, difficult to get it up, makes the side step, gone with the ball, gone about 20 yards. McGrath driving into Morris Flavin. Will we see Morris's point? Morris's point is there! Morris's point. Points to 11. 4 minutes left in the game. This history being made as Newcastlewest are introducing another substitute. Come on, lads, now, come on. Ball driven out by Ollie Mackay into the centre, blocked down there by John Flavin to Morris Flavin, John Murphy batted, Mike Lane batted down, Mike Lane trying to get out, then being Harrison behind, and then trying to get up is Eddie Hogan. Eddie will make his go over track. Eddie continues, driving across into Morris Flavin pulling it there the first time, trying to be get out there by Neil Sheehy, Harrison behind, fall from behind is the free for Newcastlewest. It appears to be John McMahon is in the game for Newcastlewest for the ball coming down to there's Lee Murphy coming down to David Hurley making an angle for himself. Harris by 3 Monagea defenders down into Joe McMahon making an angle for himself. Joe who came in as a substitute, then battling there, and Liam Hurley coming out. Liam Hurley playing very well, dispossessed by Joe McMahon. Joe McMahon trying to back. David Hurley trying to win back, subs all around the place. Getting it up as William Keane, and William Keane panache personified, drive it into the centre, then would get it up in the hand of Willie Hurley flight it back again. Willie Hurley high, and Willie Hurley over the ball. We'll surely have a minute and 3 seconds of injury time. As a minute of actual playing time left, a minute and 3 seconds of injury time there. Trying to get it up there, and great work by Derry McMahon. Derry McMahon got about 20 yards the ball. This is great work by Derry McMahon, still going through, gone 20-30 yards out, making an angle for himself. High by Derry and good, and dropping over the bar. A fine individual effort 30 seconds of actual playing time, a minute of injury time. The next score will be vital. Will there be next score, or will the game finish in a draw? No team deserves to lose this game. John Monagea taking great care with his puck out, drive it into the centre, batting up for us is Willie Hurling and Mike Duty. Going down then coming to John Hawk. John Hawk making angle for himself. Got about 10 yards had a start by the halfback. The halfback of Paul O'Connor into the edge of the square, batting down there. And Newcastlewest out in defence and trying to get out. The Powers trying to get it in. John Danaher kicking across then. Or is it Mike Lane? Mike Lane still battling for it then. Pulled in there by Boris Fabin across there to Dan O'Connor. Dan O'Connor gets it. Dan O'Connor tackled in, and no team trying to foul as the ball coming to the centre. Ball coming out and coming out to the halfback. The halfback is Pa O'Connor. Pa O'Connor driving up towards, trying to get his Tony O'Connor. This is great work by Tony O'Connor. Tony O'Connor driving it forward in towards Joe McMahon is the saviour. Joe trying to get up. Harrison behind by Liam Hurley. Dispossessed behind Liam Hurley. Coming from behind is Liam Hurley, and the man from Charleville, or from Monagea based in Charlton, Mike Duty down to John the Duck Danaher, dispossessed, pulled by John Monagea down to Eddie Hogan battling there with Neil Sheehy. The battle of the giants. Hogan trying to go, then coming across to John Flavin making angle for himself, being very, very near the sideline, making angle for himself, and then dispossessed, and this is great stuff then, and driven out there by Neil Sheehy. Is there a draw in Ballingarry? Neil Sheehy down then, driving across the next side of the field. Lee Murphy pulls it across. Joe McMahon and Liam Hurley. A chance for Joe. Is it Joe's chance? Yes, it is. Joe high and Joe good and Joe over the bar. Is it Joe's chance? Into injury time in Ballingarry. A quick puck out by John Monagea. Will Newcastle come back? They don't deserve to lose. And go battling for it there is Caroline and Willie Hurley. Very near the far side of the field. Coming for it then and getting this. Pat Hurley down. Pat Hurley, John Hawk. But John the Duck Danaher. Shot is possessed. Come Newcastle another chance. It should be the man Cusson. And then getting up then is Derry McMahon. Derry the saviour of Newcastlewest. That stalemate. John Monagea battling for it. John Cusson battling for it. The ball will be thrown in by the referee, Davy O'Keefe. Yes, it's like the flight into Egypt. They're all going the same time, and then into the minute and 12 seconds of injury time. It must be very near the final whistle. Have Monagea the final chance, or will they get it? Chance for John Hawk. Is he the saviour of Monagea? A ball going to the edge of the square, gone over the in line and gone wide. A solitary point. Jack Egan checks his watch. Jack has seen 54 All-Irelands, 65 West finals and 2 Camogie finals. As referee Davy O'Keefe checking his watch in the centre of the field. Ollie Mackay getting his Hurley. Ollie Mackay, no great Hurley, urged by Davy O'Keefe to puck out the ball. The far off side of the field, he's looking up towards Davy Hurley. Ollie Mackay drive it high into the centre. The game is over it. Terry McMahon going for it. John Cusson going for it. McMahon and McMahon drive it forward down again to the centre. Going for it there, trying Peter Curtin battling for it. Trying with Mark Kelly. Peter Curtin and Peter Curtin shot half locked down by Mark Kelly very near the inside. 2 players with him battling near the sideline trying to get it. It's another throw says Davy O'Keefe. All over, and Newcastlewest have come back from the jaws of defeat to clinch victory, and they can be thankful to substitute Joe McMahon and Derry McMahon. Monagea, well, they play their hearts out. As I said at the outset, no team deserves to lose this West final. It's great that both teams are going on to represent the West in the county, that they get another bite of the cherry, because it was one of the best West finals ever seen in Ballingarry.